guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I have a layout today for Mix It Up Monday, which is a YouTube hop, and we get an inspiration sketch, which is this sketch here, and it was done by Christine Harden, and so make sure you check out her channel. And so I'm going to use Distress Inks and Fired Brick and Tea Dye. And I have this mica stain, Distress Mica Stain in Tart Cranberry, and I just love it. It's so shiny. And then I have a Magical Christmas Authentique 6x6 paper pad, and then the Authentique Christmas Greetings, as well as a Magical Christmas in 12x12, and then the sticker sheet for Christmas Greetings. And so I'm going to start with this lined paper as my background. And I thought I was just going to do some sprinkles in the back. And then I was like, you know what? I need a stencil. And so I have this stencil that has like snow flakes on it, but I thought that they would be cute in the fired brick. And I'm using this sweater print because my mom's sweater in the picture just really inspired my layout. And so I wanted to put this print with the stripes, which I know seems a little crazy, but I think in the end it worked out. I also add a lot of pattern with my embellishments, so you're along for a ride on this one. And I really started out following the sketch, and then I took a left. But so first we're going to get these snowflakes down with the stencil, and I used that fired brick, and I really like how it looked, and I just kind of offset them a little. I didn't want like a straight line, and then I really stenciled in the snowflakes, so those are really dark red, but then the dots that are around it are kind of faded, and I really like how that looks. I like the distressed look. I didn't want it to be crisp. And then here's where I'm putting my mica stain splatters, and I've been looking for a really shiny dark red to use for splatters, and then I found this mica stain and I just love it. And so I'm going to, and you saw I dried that with my heat gun, but I set it aside while it's drying, and I'm gonna work on the middle part, and I used the tea dye to go around the sweater paper. I just wanted it to have a little bit of differentiation, but I didn't want it to be red because I have the red on the snowflakes right next to it. And so I wanted to do my picture mat, and I wanted to use the 6x6 papers in the pad. And so all I did was I kind of pieced it together. So I finally figured out which ones I wanted to use that weren't too, I really liked that white one in the beginning, but it was a little bit too busy next to the busy sweater looking paper next to the stripes. So I went with more of a plain green as the back mat, followed by the black polka dot, and I did trim my photo in white. And then you see here I am piecing together the bottom part, and in the end you don't even see it. I thought I was just going to cover the parts where the break is, but then you don't even see the bottom, so I didn't even have to add the bottom. But like I said, pretty soon it just kind of takes a left. I'm still pretty much following the sketch. It has that little piece on the side, and so that was what I was going to use to kind of cover the break in the photos. But for that circle element, I was like, oh, I have this ornament, this large ornament, so I'll put that up there. And then I have these ornaments, and I just love them, and I wanted to use them, and they are very busy pattern. And I couldn't decide how to make them stand out a little bit, but I loved them and I wanted to use them, so I left them up there. And I thought I was going to use 2 ornaments on the left side, but I ended up only using that large red one originally. And I wanted to put this title down here, and it says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." And that kind of mimics the piece in the sketch. And now I'm just going to start adding embellishments everywhere. And I have these film strips from 49 and Market, and I thought it just kind of pulled in a little black to match the photo mat that I added. Plus I just really like that it's kind of vintage looking and goes with the photo. And so here I'm working on these because I really want to use them. So I thought, okay, I inked them with fired brick, and then I'll pop them up so it creates a shadow so that they're separate from the busy paper and I can still use them. And I wanted to I have this like red ribbon. It's not really ribbon, it's like a thick cord almost. And so I wanted to use those so that it was like they were hanging. And I'll put a bow on the big one because the big one has a bigger hole in it, so the ribbon doesn't look so good just hanging from it. But I put a bow on it to cover that hole because I don't like when the holes are open. So you can see here I just made a little bow that I'll stick on there. And then the rest is just me fiddling with the embellishments. You know, when I do my layouts, it's like I push the boundaries of what will actually fit on a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I just add embellishments until I like it, which can be scary at times for some, even me. Like I just keep adding and adding, and sometimes I'm a little worried about the end result. But I do like how this layout came out. And I'm just pulling in stuff off that sticker sheet from Authentique, but then also I have a bunch of Christmas stash that I am using to also embellish this page. And you can see I glued down those cording so it looks like those ornaments are hanging. And then I still was not, I mean, it's definitely better with them popped up, but I will add some jewels to them and try to dress them up a little so that they just don't blend into the background because the background is so busy. Make sure that you guys check out all of the links below for the Mix It Up Monday. There's a playlist that all the people that are participating, their links are down below, so make sure you go check them out and give them likes and subscriptions if you're not already subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And you can also hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my videos. But I'm just finishing up the last little sticker there on that little ornament. And that is the layout. I just really like how it turned out. And I love the mixed media edition. I'm glad that I decided to do that last minute. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.